Hi there, it's Sandy, your sister and your friend. Welcome to today's video. I recently heard Aaron Apke comment on Ken Wilber's philosophies of waking up, cleaning up, and growing up. And those three things resonated with me so much. I don't really know what Ken's his philosophies are, but I wanted to share with you my philosophies and how I'm doing these three things here in 2026. It feels like time is speeding up, and that anything that any of us are getting, we share one life, and because of that, we need to be sharing with each other things that are working and that are helping us, as the things that have been in the shadows are now coming to light. And there's no better time than right now for us to do our own shadow work. And that's how that's going to help the world, because it impacts the entire earth. So first, we need to wake up to our true identity. All of the answers that we're looking for are already inside our hearts. We merely need to get still and expect to hear God's voice speak to us. When we do look inside, that's when we remember that we truly are sons and daughters of the Most High God. And we continue to be just as He created us. Nothing can distort what God made perfect. And so this is the first grand revelation in the ancient instruction to know thyself. Revelation, we remember, always comes before transformation. So therefore, in order to have this revelation transform us, we need to let go of the misbeliefs and the negative emotions that we have stored that are holding us back from making progress here on our journey called life to our truest self. That's what we want to be experiencing here. And these negatively polarized feelings and beliefs and societal conditioning are no longer serving us, so it's time for us to let them go. And we know in our inner being that we're not going to make the progress that we want unless we allow these negative polarities to be seen. Now, we stored them up inside of us when we were too young, or we were still not awake, and we didn't know what to do with any of them. But that's not the case today. Now we know what has to be done. We were unconscious, but now we're becoming conscious, and we're ready, willing, and able to look at everything that unfolds in front of us. And that's how our cleaning up part of the process begins. Being happy and at peace is our natural function in the world. That is our function that God has given us. So as things come into our life that provoke any kind of a negative reaction, even as simple as feeling a little tweak in our solar plexus, when that happens, our true self sends us a signal to observe what's unfolding here in front of us that interrupted our peace and happiness. Now we simply need to notice the thing that's happening and accept it, that it has a right to be here. We actually become grateful to the universe and the person or situation that just triggered this gift of needing to look inside of us. Every rift is a gift. Someone may have just cut us off in traffic, or said something unkind, or asked us to give them something that we weren't ready to give. Our higher self is ready to accept whatever comes, and so we don't resist anything that's happening in our life anymore. But instead of resisting and judging it, we practice observing the current event in stillness. As we meditate on why we judged it negatively, we may give it a name. It's really powerful to sit in stillness and have our divine nature give us a name for what it is that we're feeling. Maybe it's impatience, or a need to be liked by everyone, or an ungenerous spirit. Naming the feeling will actually help us get to the next step, because in stillness we may remember experiencing something that was similar to this. Maybe someone cut us off in line, in the cafeteria line when we were in school, or maybe our father yelled at us, or maybe our brother took that cookie that he knew that was ours. The universe brought us this trigger as a gift that could touch that stored up memory and the pain that we stored with it. Now we're ready to let go of the negative beliefs and emotions attached to our current and our past events. Everything and everyone is just waiting for us to notice them, to love them, and accept them as a fractal of ourselves. This is how we become an integrated whole being. And now forgiveness is the growing up part of my practice. Forgiveness is the thing that transforms us. I love the Hawaiian Ho'oponopono exercise. So this is how that works. For each negative emotion or negative belief, such as, let's say, it's I need to be liked, I can tell that emotion that I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, and I love you. It just showed up to try to help me. But now that it's loved, its neediness is dissolved. And I repeat this forgiveness practice for every person involved in the present scenario and every person who was involved in the past scenario, no matter whether they're still alive on this earth or not. They made a mistake, and we all make mistakes. They simply forgot who they were as a child of God, and they forgot who I was as a child of God. But I know that I am a holy child of God, and this is my work now. I can feel an incredible lightness in my soul, in my body, after I forgive everything and everybody. And if there's something for me to do or say to someone after forgiving them, I will feel an openness to the Holy Spirit to guide me as to the next step that I need to take. So this is my practice and interpretation of waking up, cleaning up, and growing up. I believe this is the most important work that we can do on the earth at this time for the whole earth to receive forgiveness and for everybody who lives here. And as we clean up ourselves and integrate all of our negative polarized fractals into positive fractals by loving them, our expanded love extends itself naturally throughout the world. And because that's what love does. It extends and creates more love like itself. And love is the only power in the universe. Everything that looks like an opposing power is a shadow that's just calling to be loved. So as we wake up and do the work of removing our blocks to the awareness of love's presence within us, we move closer to being our higher self all the time and elevate the consciousness of all the earth. That's what we're here to do as image bearers and fractals of our Creator. God bless you. Thank you for listening. Subscribe if you haven't, and let me know whether this resonates with you as well, as we all are on this path of waking up, clearing up, cleaning up, and growing up. God bless you.